Hey, you ever been like at the, approaching a light, and then you see somebody on some the side of the road? They're holding a sign, they're holding a cardboard sign. It says, something along the lines of, help me, or anything helps, or veteran, stuff like that. And you're approaching the light, and it starts turning yellow. And you're like, no, 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 go, 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 go. And you're like, boom, turns red on you, and you gotta stop right where the guy is staring at you. He's right on your window. It's such an awkward feeling because the guy is staring at you. You're thinking, okay, do I have money in my wallet? Do I have cash? I just came from Costco. The back of my car is full of food. All these thoughts are running through your head. You're like, man, that you could help this guy. You might have cash in your wallet. You're like, man, I could just give him like $10 or something. But like, you start thinking, he's going to spend it on drugs, man. I know it. If I give him money, he's gonna go buy beer. You're just hoping. You're looking at that red light. You're like, come on, man, come on. Finally, green light goes. You take off. You're like, oh, man. Yeah, I've been in that situation many, many times. I used to think like that all the time. Don't give these guys money because they're gonna just go buy weed, go buy 40 ounce or go slam. But the real truth, man, is that you don't know. You don't know what that person is going through. We make assumptions when we see them. You're like, all right, I've seen this person here before. That guy is just lazy. He doesn't want to get a job, begging for money all the time. Look at him. It doesn't look that bad to me. So we started thinking of all these excuses, man. Why not to help that person? Think about enough things to make the time run out so that light turns green and we don't gotta do jack. We just take off. I've heard Christians, man, don't give them any money because they're just gonna go spend it on weed, on beer, or liquor. They're just gonna go get drunk. Well, you don't know that. Nobody knows that. We're just prejudging the person based on how they look. And then we talk about all these things like, you can't, discriminate against somebody because how they look. But we do it all the time, man. How many times do we pass by a person laying on the ground on the floor, passed out, dirty, burned from the sun, and we just like, oh, look at that person there. Why? Because we prejudge that person, right? We already made up our minds that that person is not worth our time, or that person is not worth giving them money because they'll go do something that that they're not supposed to with it. If I give somebody $10, I have no right to that money anymore. They can do whatever they want with it. Well, once you give somebody something, it is none of your business. It is no longer yours. You don't have any claim or rights to that. Give to any who ask. The Bible doesn't say give to any who ask unless they're gonna misuse it or misspend it, not do whatever you expect them to do with it. Just think about that. You can't tell that person, hey, I'm gonna give you a watch. You cannot misuse this watch. In fact, you can't change the time to Central. Gotta have time in Hawaii. No, you give him the watch, you give him the gift. There you go, it's yours. So why do we do that when we're gonna help somebody in the street? When somebody needs help, why do we use those excuses not to help someone? Just think about that. Just let it go around your head for a little bit. There was a point when I heard somebody preach about this part of the Bible where Jesus says, give to any of those who ask. Something clicked in me, I was like, that's right, man. That's the way it should be. Whenever I get actual cash with me, I stick it in the little ashtray and I leave it in there. So now, when I come up to a light and I have cash, I'll give it to them. That person, you can see their expression, you can see their gratitude. Like, I don't care what you're gonna do with it. The important thing is that I am obedient to what Jesus said. Give to anybody who asks. Just help people, man. Who cares? Just be obedient. Just give, man.